As beautiful as this place was, I thought of my children. The guilt of not waving goodbye crushed me. I decided to come back, even though I longed to remain. The moment I re-entered my body, I was engulfed in pain. I could see the rib splitters, the suction device draining blood from my chest, my arm and leg burning where veins had been removed. It was unbearable, and then, pop, I was back on the other side. Welcome to Let's Lift the Veil. What happens when someone dies not once, but twice on the operating table? Today's story takes us into the heart of a near-death experience, an extraordinary journey filled with beauty, messages beyond words, and a mission that changed a man's life forever. Stay with us until the end of this video, because what he brought back from beyond the veil may forever change the way you see life and death. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to join us for more incredible testimonies. I had been struggling with my health for years. Any physical effort left me drained, and I would often fall asleep after the simplest exertion. When the doctors ran tests, they told me that 85% of one artery and 95% of the other were completely blocked. They were shocked I was even alive. While lying on the table, the doctor told me not to stand up, because he couldn't be responsible for what happened when I got up. By all accounts, I should have been dead, or would be dead very soon. I was scheduled for an emergency triple bypass the very next morning. That night, my girlfriend brought my children to see me. My daughter asked me to wave at her when she was outside in the parking lot, because she knew which window belonged to my room. But the nurse gave me medication that put me under right away, and I never got to wave goodbye. That small request haunted me, and it would follow me into the other world. During the operation, I died on the table, twice. The first time, I didn't even realize I was dead. One moment, I was on the operating table, and the next, I popped into a place of indescribable beauty. There were no tunnels, no lights, no angels, only a realm so vibrant and alive that words can hardly capture it. The grass was so green it almost hurt to look at. But it wasn't just sight. I could taste the grass. I could feel it. I could smell it through my very bones. Every sense overlapped, pouring into me in a flood of pure impression. Then 3 yellow presences appeared to me. They weren't human, nor spirits, but energy, flames of being, filled with emotion and warmth. They communicated directly into my mind, not with words, but with feelings. One of them conveyed,
"You can stay, or you can return. But if you return, you still have something to do."
As beautiful as this place was, I thought of my children. The guilt of not waving goodbye crushed me. I decided to come back, even though I longed to remain. The moment I re-entered my body, I was engulfed in pain. I could see the rib splitters, the suction device draining blood from my chest, my arm and leg burning where veins had been removed. It was unbearable, and then, pop, I was back on the other side. The second time, it felt slightly less vivid, like I was 90% there. And this time, I wasn't alone. My grandmother, Meme, appeared before me. She looked young and vibrant, the way she did before marriage. She has always been very special to me, as she was the only one who truly loved me for me. I didn't have to do anything. She just loved me because I was born. She told me gently,
"Billy, you can't stay. You have to go back."
I begged her to let me remain, because it hurt so bad to be in my body. She promised she would return with me, but I couldn't stay. What I saw in the operating room was a light above the operating room lights. It was much brighter than the operating lights, and I knew it was Meme. When I re-entered my body, I felt her shield me from the pain, as if she had absorbed it for me. She made my arm fly up and hit the doctor, startling the surgical team as they realized I was back. During the recovery, it was really hard. I was so depressed. All I could see was a person who had physically wasted away. I so desperately did not want to be here on one hand, but on the other hand, I really wanted to be with my children. I knew that I would stay for them. Those moments changed everything. I returned with knowledge, a kind of mission. I saw how humanity disrupts the balance of the universe by imposing ego on the natural patterns of cause and effect. I knew I had to help children. Eventually, I opened a place called Cody's Castle, a Dungeons and Dragons den where kids could gather. It felt like part of the agreement I had made in order to return. My life, behind the veil. Since my experience, life has never been the same. Death is no longer something I fear. It is in fact something beautiful, a return home. When my oldest son died in 2002 from a car accident, he was 21 years old. I was by his side. While others expected me to break down, I felt calm. I knew where he was going, and I even told him I wished I could go with him. My son's feeling of being so upset at not being able to finish all the things in life that he wanted to, turned to curiosity. He released his fear and passed peacefully. Religion, however, has lost all meaning for me. Raised Catholic, I once followed its teachings, but now I see organized religion as a fraud, a man-made distortion. This has cost me friendships, even with a pastor I once loved like a brother. What replaced it is direct experience. After my near-death experience, I began to notice psychic and spiritual abilities. I could feel illnesses in others, see impressions of what troubled them, even perceive spirits. I learned to heal through transference, taking pain into myself and releasing it. Sometimes I could sense trauma in strangers, like a child being hurt, or a young girl carrying heavy burdens. These impressions allowed me to comfort others without words. I also began to perceive ghosts, spirits tied to places, sometimes angry, sometimes searching for closure. These experiences were overwhelming, but they made me understand how much more there is beyond our physical senses. When I shared my experience, people reacted in all kinds of ways: laughter, amazement, disbelief. But for me, the memory is more vivid than anything else in my life. I can relive it at will, crystal clear, as if it happened yesterday. I know without doubt it was real. My life now is dedicated to fulfilling the mission I was given, to make a difference in the lives of others, especially children. Every time I help someone, every time I listen, I feel I am honoring the agreement that brought me back. The experience left me with the conviction that even in this often painful world, we are part of something much larger, much more beautiful, waiting just beyond the veil. Thank you for listening to this near-death experience. This powerful testimony reminds us that beyond death lies not only peace, but also purpose. This journey through the veil continues to inspire countless lives, and perhaps yours as well. If this story moved you, share it with someone who needs hope today, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and join us next time for more profound journeys beyond the veil. Please take care of yourself and your loved ones. See you soon.